Hi, my name is Grace Rollando, and this is my project. So you have your 3 drugs that we were given, which is Excedrin, Advil, and Tylenol. For the first one, we'll do Excedrin. So then you have 15.51 is the amount for divided by 200 capsules, which then gives you that number. Then you have 250 milligrams per 1 capsule. And you do 250 pounds, which is my weight, divided by 35 pounds, equals 7.14. Then you have 240 times 7.14, which then equals 1,713.6 milligrams. You take that 1,713.6 milligrams and divide it by my weight, which is 250 pounds, which then equals 6.8. Which then you would round that up because you don't really want to give you too less of the amount, so you round it up to 7. So I would take 7 capsules times the 0.07, which then would give you 49 cents for the 7 capsules that I would have to take. Now let's move on to Advil. So the Advil is $15 divided by 300 tablets, which then equals 0.05. You have 200 milligrams per 1 tablet. And you have, so my weight, 250 pounds, divided by 25, which would equal 10. Then you take 113 times 10, which then equals 1,130. You then divide the 1,130 divided by 200 milligrams, which then equals 5.65, which you would round that to 6, so you'd round it up. And then you do 6 times 0.05, which then equals 0.3, which gives you 30 cents for the 6 tablets that I would have to take. Now let's move on to our final one, which is Tylenol. You have $14.97 for the whole bottle divided by 225 pills, which then would equal 0.06653 repeating. You have 500 milligram tablets per pill. You have my weight is 250 pounds divided by 15 pounds, which then equals 16.7. You take the 16.7 times 102, which then equals 1,703.4. You take that 1,703.4 and divide it by 500 milligrams, which then equals 4. And then you do 4 times your original amount, which is 0.07. And you get 0.28, so 28 cents for the 4 tablets that I would take. So in the end, my winner for me would be Tylenol. So then, now we go down to this part. And here's your chemical formula, C8H9NO2. So you would take 500 milligrams per 1 pill. So you do 500 milligrams times 1 gram, so you convert it to grams. So 1 gram divided by 1,000 milligrams. Your milligrams then cancel out. Then you have to find your molar mass, which then if you look on the periodic table, you have C, which is times 8, so 12.011 times 8, which gives you 96.088. Then you have H9, which equals 1.008 times 9, which then would give you 9.072. Then you have nitrogen equals 14.007 times 1, which is 14.007. Then you have O2, which is 15.999 times 2, which equals 31.998. You add these all together and it gives you 151.165, which then you bring that up here, which you do, then you add 1 mole divided by 151.165 grams, which then your grams then cancel out, and you have times 6.022 times 10 to the 23rd molecules over 1 mole. So then when you do all the math here, you do the 500 times the top, which then would give you 3.01100 times 10 to the 26th. and then you multiply all the bottoms, which then gives you 151,165. Divide these two numbers, or I did the math of this first, which gives me 1.99 times 10 to the 21st. So it would really be 0.07 over 1.99 times 10 to the 21st. When you do that math, you get 3.5e negative 23, which that would be your answer for each molecule, is how much each molecule would be. So I hope that makes sense. So my drug was the Tylenol, and I rounded this one. If you see up here, I rounded it up because it was better that you round it up. Then you round it down because like this one was a little bit short, so you would round it up. So yeah, so that is my drug that I would use to get rid of my headache. I would take 4 tablets, so it would cost me 28 cents. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for listening. Bye.